Okay, so let's talk about the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer, which we just got today during Marvel's huge panel. I did not expect this panel to be as huge as it was because DC came with pretty much just two projects they were really talking about, and Marvel came through with two, three phases that they're working on. And it was just insane. So we're going to talk about all of that as well on the channel. We're going to start off with the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer, and trust me, we're going to get through all of this before Sunday. So you want to be here for all the things you need to know for sure. So let's get started with this trailer that just the feels, I'm telling you. So if I'm pretty sure all of you know the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman that nobody really saw coming. And this trailer just stops off with one of the most beautiful tributes, honestly, and it just sets the tone for what this trailer really is right here. We see T'Challa's funeral as well, and how he is sort of being remembered. It is just one of the most beautiful, sad things, honestly. But definitely love what they did there. As the trailer moves forward, we see Shuri as well, sort of being the one to take the role, it seems, of Black Panther. And I think that that's going to be definitely a way that they want to move with this for sure. It would just make sense for her as well. But we also see M'Baku be one of the people that it seems could be taking the role as well. And that was one of the big things in the first Black Panther that we had seen as well. So there's definitely this whole thing going to be going on here where we don't know exactly who might be taking this role or not, but I really do think it's going to be a sort of like big like piece of this film and problems happening throughout. We also started off the trailer with Nakia in the background. You can see some Aztec, Mayan pyramids, whatever you want to call them, right behind her as well, which is setting up the settings for Namor for sure. So, like I said, I'm not sure exactly what route they're gonna take. I know there's this whole recast T'Challa movement going, but I think that pretty much this trailer has shown us that it is just gonna move forward like this, and there will be no T'Challa going forward. It'll be somebody else taking this mantle. That's just what I get from the trailer itself, and I think Marvel said that before. I'm not sure if Ryan Coogler has said this either, but that's pretty much what they were talking about when they said that they were just going to sort of pass the mantle on. We also get new characters in here, such as Riri Williams, who will be playing Ironheart, basically. And there was definitely talk about Armor Wars, Ironheart show, and all of that before. We haven't heard much of that, so I'm wondering what that's going to be all about. But I'm happy that we get to see her here, and I like the parallels that we see with Tony Stark and when he was building his suit in the cave, and Riri now building her own suit as well. So really great of them to sort of have that here. So definitely gets me more excited for this. We'll talk more about what exactly the plot could be here in another video. We're just breaking down the trailer. So we also see Namor, who is the pretty much villain of this all. And I really like these shots of Namor as they're giving him this Mayan Aztec vibe to him, as opposed to just like Atlantean Aquaman feel to him, which I think makes the character much more interesting for sure. And the imagery and everything surrounding him looks great. The other Atlanteans with him are blue, and that fits with the comic of him because he's sort of the only one that isn't blue and makes him stand out a lot more. And I think he looks great for sure in this also. We see an excavation taking place and some mercenaries coming through, and then we see something be awakened as well. Now, there is a lot of talk about this sort of being a search for vibranium, and these mercenaries are out there to try and get this as well. We see M'Baku taking on the Atlanteans as well as Namor in a scene where I think they make first contact for sure. And also, it looks like there's a tidal wave happening at a point as well. As we know, Namor pretty much is like the MCU's Aquaman, so he's definitely controlling all of this as well. In the last and final shot, we do see a new Black Panther emerge, and it looks like they are fighting Namor. If you look into the distance, we're not too entirely sure who this could be, but I definitely would expect it to be Shuri for sure. I do believe Shuri will definitely get her like spotlight in this movie as the Black Panther. Does she end up becoming Black Panther by the end of it? I'm not sure. It's definitely going to be interesting for sure what route they want to take with this. I will be talking more about that in the leaks that they were talking about, rumors and all of that video that's going to come out for this on Monday. We'll do that video for sure, so stay tuned for that. But I'm definitely wondering exactly where we are going with this movie, but I'm just loving the vibes and everything of it. I think the tribute and everything for Chadwick Boseman at the beginning was beautiful. I think the looks and all of that of the Atlanteans and Namor definitely is like amazing. Like this movie just looks colorful and vibrant, and I'm really digging that as well. And it just looks like the action is jam-packed as well, which is something that I was hoping to see in this trailer, knowing that it's basically going to be the Atlanteans versus the Wakandans. And what exactly causes this is going to be something that I think sets us up for the next phase, phase 5. That is definitely going to be another big phase for sure, because this is the end of phase 4. They said that during the panel. This is going to close that off, so I think it's going to have to leave us into something that's going to be bigger than what we're expecting. So definitely excited to see where we're headed with all of this. But like I said, this was such a beautiful trailer, everything about it. I love the shots that we see of the Wakandans. I love the shots with Shuri as well. Riri Williams being in the mix of all of this, sort of taking the role of, like, not really Iron Man, but making her own role as well, but also giving us those notes of Iron Man is pretty awesome. She does play a huge part in Civil War 2 in the comics, so it's going to be interesting how she comes into this as well. And I think the whole team up with her and Shuri is amazing to see as well. Like I said, we are definitely going to witness a new Black Panther here. Shuri looks like she takes on the mantle as we see her in that room as well in the trailer. And Baku looks like he's definitely wanting that as well. And I think it's going to be a whole fight about who exactly is the one that is going to take that role, because I'm pretty sure there is going to be multiple sides siding with one another. I was very much so also bummed when I remember now that Daniel Kaluuya is not in the movie due to scheduling conflicts. I just came back from watching Nope for a second time, and I was just like, this guy needed to be in Black Panther as well, but things happen, right? So overall, this trailer is amazing. I really like the aspect of the new characters like Riri Williams. I'd love to see her working on the suit. It just gives me the vibes of Tony in Iron Man 1 when he was first starting with the suit. And I'm hoping to see her in a complete suit by the end of this, leading into Secret Wars, which is a movie that also got announced, and we'll be talking about that as well. And I also like the fact that we saw Namor as well a little bit more in here than just a quick like still or anything like that, because it really makes you feel that this character feels very much so complete, and I'm really digging the vibes we're getting from this as well. So anyways, let me know your thoughts, your opinions on all of this. Are you excited or not for this movie? What do you think about the whole Black Panther thing? Who do you think at the end of all of this will in fact become the Black Panther? And what are you most excited to see from this movie as well? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, as always, that is going to do it for me. Make sure you're subscribed, notification bell turned on, and we will be talking about Quantum Mania as well next. We're going to be talking about the Kang Dynasty Avengers, also Avengers Secret Wars, Daredevil Born Again. All of these things that dropped at Hall H will be talked about in their separate video. I'm not going to do one giant video because I do want to go a little in depth with all of them. So I'm not going to do it like other people do where they just put it all in one video. We can't really brush over everything here because it was some pretty big news. So this is the place for you to find all the things you love. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all of that provided on the screen. So make sure you're following us there. And can we get 25,000 subscribers before the end of the weekend? I think we can. We can get to 23,000. I mean, not 25. I'm jumping way, way far. 25,000 is the goal before the end of the month. That'd be insane, right? But anyways, check out my Nope videos. I got another one coming out as well. We got a live show of Nope talking about the movie tomorrow night. I'll put some more details out on the community posts for that. But as always, I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe, stay positive.